Hello, topic students. It's Wednesday, and here is some information that you're going to need in order to conduct your asynchronous learning class. First of all, I wanted to let you know that I have emailed to you all the links that Cindy Ambrose has sent me regarding her professional development presentation on the Baldrige Award. I will tell you that I had some difficulties getting that to open up on a PC. So probably, Carletta, you may run into some problems. I've asked Cindy to continue to look at that, and if you have problems getting that open, keep tuning back in, and I will, once we get that ironed out, I'll make sure you get the information. Poor Paul had a rough go with his interview. He actually had a equipment malfunction. I want to tell you that I do appreciate he scrambled and tried to put together a presentation, but I have asked him to redo that, and as a result, that is not available at this point. If he does get that done, as soon as I get a hold of it, I will make sure that you know, and you will be able to view that before the next session. A couple things on Moodle, if you will follow along. There is a guide that I placed there on educational research. Please work your way through that and understand the concepts that are contained within that. It's very important that you be able to discern what is good educational research from that which may not be so good. And if you have any questions around that, we certainly can talk about that either through email or the next session. So if you have any questions around those statistics, we can talk about that. One of the things that I did was basically when I knew we were encountering some difficulty perhaps with some of the technology that may have to be part of the asynchronous presentation. One of the topics that is part of this curriculum is communication. I did do some work, and I found what I think is a really excellent webinar on communication. I think that one of the things that this is designed to do is to provide you as future executive level leaders in school systems is to be able to leverage your communication skills at this higher level of the organization. So if you would take a few minutes and view, it's about an hour long. I have put some questions, some framing questions in the PowerPoint before that. In order to get to the webinar, just click on the word communication on the second slide. You'll see that it's lit up as a link. View those questions that are part of the PowerPoint. Use those as reference points as you work your way through the webinar. And then if you'll notice underneath that is a discussion prompt for you to discuss your takeaways from this session. Also, you're to react to your classmates' posts as well. One thing that I have not received from anyone yet are any questions for Dr. John Delaporte, who is the special ed person here at Coastal, who's going to speak to the class at our next session. Nor have I received any questions for John Zappia, who is the human resources / business official. So if you would, please send me those through email so that I can forward those to those two individuals for our next class session. Overall, you know, this is pretty typical to experimentation. We got a few glitches here going in the early going, but we'll work our way through it. I hope that you find this session a good use of your time. Keep tuned during this week, because if we have trouble with Cindy's professional development, we'll work through that. And if Paul gets his interview done, we'll certainly get that to you as well. With that being said, I'll see you next week. and see you then.